When it comes to Hollywood legends, few names shine brighter than Katharine Hepburn and Humphrey Bogart. Both were titans of the Golden Age, icons whose talent, charisma, and individuality helped define an entire era of film. Yet, despite their shared brilliance, the world rarely heard Hepburn speak openly about her relationship with Bogart. They starred together in one of cinema's most beloved classics, The African Queen, 1951. But what really went on behind the scenes remained a mystery for decades. Now, in her later reflections and rare interviews, Katharine Hepburn finally broke her silence, revealing the truth about her bond with Humphrey Bogart, and the reality was far deeper and far sadder than anyone imagined. At first glance, Hepburn and Bogart couldn't have been more different. She was bold, fiercely independent, and known for her sharp wit and unapologetic opinions. He was stoic, rugged, and carried an air of cool detachment that made him the ultimate screen tough guy. But when director John Huston brought them together to film The African Queen in the wilds of the Congo, something unexpected happened. Two of Hollywood's strongest personalities formed a genuine friendship built on respect, humor, and quiet understanding. In her memoir, The Making of the African Queen, Hepburn described those grueling months on location as some of the most unforgettable of her life. The conditions were brutal: sweltering heat, disease-carrying insects, contaminated water, and unpredictable weather. But through it all, Bogart never complained. He was as tough as they come, Hepburn wrote. No fuss, no nonsense. He simply got the job done. What impressed her most was not Bogart's fame or his acting. It was his humility. He didn't play the star, she said. He was the same man on set as he was off it. Decent, kind, and utterly professional. However, what few people knew was that behind their camaraderie, there was also a profound emotional connection. Hepburn later admitted that she admired Bogart deeply, not only as an actor, but as a human being. He had a soul, she said in one interview. People thought of him as this hard-drinking, cynical man, but underneath was someone sensitive, thoughtful, and searching. During filming, the two often spent evenings talking by the river, discussing life, love, and the pressures of fame. Bogart, who was married to Lauren Bacall at the time, spoke candidly about his struggles with aging and the pain of constantly being typecast. Hepburn never overstepped their friendship, but she cherished the rare honesty they shared. "We were two people who understood each other's loneliness," she wrote. When The African Queen wrapped, Hepburn and Bogart stayed in touch for years, exchanging letters and occasional phone calls. Their friendship remained one of quiet, mutual respect. Never scandalous, never publicized, but deeply meaningful. When Humphrey Bogart was diagnosed with cancer in the mid-1950s, Hepburn visited him several times. She later described those meetings as heart-wrenching. The once strong and stoic man she knew was fading, but his wit remained sharp. "He still made me laugh," she said softly, "even when it hurt him to talk." After Bogart's death in 1957, Hepburn rarely spoke publicly about him, perhaps out of respect for Bacall and the private nature of their friendship. But in later interviews, she finally broke her silence. "Humphrey was the kind of man you don't forget," she said. "He lived honestly and died bravely. There aren't many like him." She went on to describe how The African Queen changed her life, not because of the film's success, but because it introduced her to a friend who reminded her of the value of authenticity. "He was real," she said. "Completely, beautifully real." Hepburn also confessed that she often thought of Bogart long after his passing. "Sometimes when I'm alone, I still hear his voice. That low growl, that laugh," she admitted. "It makes me smile. It makes me miss him." Her words were simple, but they carried the weight of decades. A testament to a friendship forged under the harshest conditions and strengthened by mutual admiration. When Katharine Hepburn finally broke her silence about Humphrey Bogart, what emerged wasn't gossip or scandal. It was love. Not the romantic kind, but the rare, enduring kind between two souls who saw the truth in each other. Their connection remains one of Hollywood's quietest and most touching stories. A reminder that even in a world of fame and glamour, the deepest relationships are often the ones we never see.